Will Smith update. Now, I know it's been a while since I posted about Will Smith. I've been traveling. Okay, but now I'm back in DC. Let's talk about it. A few things have happened since I last spoke about Will Smith. Number one, the Academy has banned him for 10 years from attending the Oscars. Number two, they're now asking him to voluntarily return his Oscar. Now, since I didn't get to talk about the whole 10-year ban from the Oscars, I think it's really interesting because we think about 10 years is extreme. Also, there's not really anything that they could do, right? That's really why I think they pushed for 10 years, because there's really nothing that they could do. But what I think is interesting is like Harvey Weinstein. They never asked Harvey Weinstein to return his Oscar. They never asked him to return anything, right? You could argue that, what he did was disgusting, but he didn't do it at the Oscars. And maybe he was represented as, I don't know if he was representing as a producer when he won his Oscars, or maybe it was his production company. I don't know. But all I know is that he's done far worse things and his Oscars were not revoked. There are going to be a lot of people that have done disgusting things far worse than Will Smith that nobody's asking them to return their Oscars. So the fact that they're asking Will Smith to do this, okay, that's extreme. And they asked him to do it voluntarily. I should think he should decline. No, I'm not going to. No, he's an Oscar-winning actor, and that is a fact. So if they try and to me, what I think is also kind of annoying is that they came out with one thing, then they went back again, and they're coming out with another thing. It's like, what I see is these white supremacists who are behind this Oscar thing really just, they just want to keep punishing him every time they see the fact that he's okay. They just want to keep punishing him. It's like having a slave in your compound, and you just want to keep, oh man, he did that. Oh, I hate him forever. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. They just, how did we get, is that all we did? Oh no, we have to punish him. That's what I'm getting, right? Slave master getting upset and just feeling as though the punishment that they've already issued out is not bad enough. Why don't you just come out with one punishment and close it? Just like a jury, when they make their, verdict, there's one verdict. They don't come back and start saying, oh no, let's add this. Oh no, let's add that. It's kind of reckless if you ask me. It's giving slave master, it's giving petty, it's giving so many things. But yeah, asking for his Oscar back, I think he should say no. I think he should decline it. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's one. And then number two, I think the fact that the 10-year thing, really extreme, but again, there wasn't much that they could have done. But 10 years is extreme. I think 5 years would have been fair. Even 3 years, because it was just a slap. Like, I think even 3 years, it didn't need to be 10. It's extreme. But I get that because there's very little that they could have done, and they wanted to make it do something more impactful, that it was a real slap on the wrist. But all in all, I think it's very important to note and just make sure people understand that these things don't really matter, especially when you're Will Smith. Like, let's think about this, right? Will Smith owns his own production company. He's probably the biggest movie star on social media, meaning that he's a full YouTuber, he's a TikToker, and he's an Instagrammer. He is so popular on all these platforms. There's no other actor that is as popular on these platforms. So he's a massive influencer. So not only does he own his own production company, he's able to create his own films and fund them himself. He has an audience, a massive audience to sell these films to. Now, what on earth could he possibly need Hollywood, the big Hollywood machine, for? Apart from respect and all those things. And because he owns this massive platform, he can control his own narrative. He gets to control his own narrative. So yes, I know we broke down in this video, the video I made about this with Judita De Silva. We talked about the fact that, like, look, you get respect from the Oscars, but in 2022, does the Oscars really matter? The ratings have been declining for many years. Does the Oscars really matter? And who knows? But what I will say is that The media is trying to paint this image as though Will Smith is getting slapped on the wrist, and he's really not. It's really just not going to affect him. He's good. And I think that's what really hurts them. That's why they want to keep going back and doing stuff and revoking his Oscars. If they want to be bold, they should come right out and say, we revoke his Oscars. Not being like, because to me, they're being really petty. Like, they're being like beggy. They're trying to say they don't want to, because they know they'll get so much backlash if they, take back his Oscar. So they're like, just return your Oscar. And he can say, no, do not. Will Smith, I swear to God, if you return that Oscar, I'll be so mad. I'll be so mad. Say no. What are you going to do? Let them come out and say, Will Smith, we revoke your Oscar. They need to come out and say that. And they're not going to do it because it's not going to make them look good. Anyway, I just think, and if he does revoke the Oscar, what next? What other punishment are they going to issue? It's like they keep coming back with more punishments. It's so petty. It's really petty. I don't support it. I'm on Team Will Smith, always. He's my hero. He is my hero. And I'll make it a point to support him. And the fact that his book sales have skyrocketed, I think they're pissed off about that too. The fact that he did this and he's getting more sales, they're probably so pissed. And with book, anyway, so I think he's good. I support Will Smith. And I'm probably gonna go purchase his book too, and I'm gonna purchase a bunch of his movies just because his movies are probably making so much money, his books are making so much money. Little kids are like, who's Will Smith? And now they're watching his movies, they're going on his Instagram. He's probably at the height of his career right now, and I'm on Team Will. So, hey, I think the Academy should just, you've done enough. You've said 10 years. I thought 10 years, okay. It's a little extreme, but I understand it. Now you're just scraping for something else, and I think it's just it's not going to look good for you. And just let it go. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. My name is Kenim, and see you next time. Peace.